Farrah Fawcett, the iconic star whose name became synonymous with Hollywood glamour and 1970s allure, has once again captured the imagination of fans around the world as images of her in stockings, pantyhose, tights, heels, lingerie, bodysuits, and mini skirts surface online, leaving audiences absolutely spellbound, because Farrah was never just an actress. She was a symbol of style, confidence, and sensuality, a woman whose presence could light up any room and whose fashion choices set trends that reverberated far beyond the silver screen. And as these photos make the rounds, it becomes clear why generations of fans continue to admire her, because every pose, every look, every angle reveals a perfect blend of elegance and daring, a visual feast that celebrates not just her beauty, but the artistry with which she carried herself, embodying a boldness that transcends time. Proving that even decades after her peak fame, Farrah Fawcett's aura remains electrifying, mesmerizing, and unforgettable. And in these stunning images, whether she's slipping into sheer nylon stockings that elongate her legs, strutting in high heels that accentuate her poise, or showing off daring mini-skirts and lingerie ensembles that leave little to the imagination, the world is reminded why she earned her place as one of Hollywood's most glamorous and iconic figures, because every detail, the curve of a bodysuit, the shimmer of tights, the elegance of a heel, tells a story of confidence, artistry, and timeless appeal that continues to inspire photographers, fashionistas, and fans alike. Farrah Fawcett, a name that has been etched into Hollywood legend for decades, continues to captivate audiences worldwide with a timeless glamour and an allure that refuses to fade. And as fans rediscover images of her in stockings, pantyhose, tights, heels, lingerie, bodysuits, and mini skirts, it's impossible not to be mesmerized by the way she commands attention in every frame, proving that beauty, confidence, and charisma are truly eternal qualities, and that even decades after her peak fame, Farrah's presence can stop hearts and ignite fascination, because she was never just a star on the screen. She was an embodiment of style, sophistication, and the daring sensuality that defines true icons, and these images capture that essence perfectly, showing how she effortlessly blended elegance with boldness, leaving viewers in awe of her ability to balance grace with an unapologetic, magnetic appeal. And whether it's the shimmer of sheer nylon hugging her legs, the sculpting effect of pantyhose enhancing every line of her silhouette, the elongation of her posture in high heels, or the playful allure of a daring mini skirt, every detail speaks to a meticulous artistry that makes Farrah Fawcett endlessly fascinating, inspiring photographers, fashion designers, and fans across generations to marvel at her impeccable taste and fearless approach to style, because Farrah understood that fashion is not just about clothing, it's about storytelling, and every piece she wore told a story of confidence, of control over her image, and of a radiant sexuality that was both approachable and legendary. And as these photos circulate today, the discussion around them only intensifies, because viewers can't help but be drawn into a world where Farrah exists as both a muse and a standard-bearer for glamour, an icon whose mastery of posing, expression, and fashion transcends decades. And as each new photo emerges, it becomes clear that the combination of bodysuits clinging to her figure, the tantalizing reveal of lingerie, the elegance of tights and stockings, and the commanding presence of heels is more than just visually striking. It's a lesson in how to own one's power, allure, and presence in a way that few have ever achieved. And for fans, collectors, and admirers alike, every image is a reminder that Farrah Fawcett's influence on beauty, fashion, and celebrity culture remains unmatched, timeless, and utterly mesmerizing, because in every glance, every curve, every carefully chosen outfit, she defines what it means to be unforgettable, to captivate without words, and to leave an indelible mark on the world of glamour forever. Farrah Fawcett's influence on Hollywood and fashion is immeasurable, and as her legendary images resurface, showing her in stockings, pantyhose, tights, heels, lingerie, bodysuits, and mini skirts, it becomes immediately apparent why her aura remains unmatched, because she is not just a figure of nostalgia, but a living testament to glamour, confidence, and timeless allure. And when fans gaze upon these images, they are not merely observing an actress. They are witnessing a woman who mastered the art of commanding attention, who understood how to fuse sensuality with elegance, and how to make every outfit, every pose, every glance a story in itself, as if each photograph were carefully curated to highlight not only her exquisite body, but also her unshakable presence and magnetic energy. And while countless stars have come and gone, few have achieved the level of iconic status that Farrah Fawcett has maintained, remaining a subject of fascination decades after her peak fame, inspiring photographers, stylists, and fashion enthusiasts to replicate her poses, her style, and the effortless confidence that radiates from every frame. And these latest photos, showing the delicate shimmer of stockings hugging her legs, the smooth lines of tights accentuating her curves, the structured allure of bodysuits sculpting her figure, and the playful tease of mini skirts, combine to create a visual symphony of glamour, daring, and elegance, one that captivates audiences whether they are longtime fans remembering her television and film legacy, or younger viewers discovering for the first time the sheer magnetism of her presence. And every detail, from the choice of heels to the strategic cut of lingerie, speaks to a woman who knew her power, who embraced it fully, and who continues to challenge society's perception of femininity, beauty, and style, showing that true icons transcend age, time, and trends. And for those who study celebrity culture, fashion history, or the art of photography, these images of Farrah Fawcett are not just photos. They are lessons in charisma, poise, and the irresistible blend of confidence and sensuality that only a handful of women in Hollywood history have mastered, leaving viewers in awe and ensuring that her legacy remains as bright, bold, and unforgettable as the first time she captured the world's attention. Farrah Fawcett's influence on Hollywood and fashion is immeasurable, and as her legendary images resurface, showing her in stockings, pantyhose, tights, heels, lingerie, bodysuits, and mini skirts, it becomes immediately apparent why her aura remains unmatched, because she is not just a figure of nostalgia, but a living testament to glamour, confidence, and timeless allure. And when fans gaze upon these images, they are not merely observing an actress. They are witnessing a woman who mastered the art of commanding attention, who understood how to fuse sensuality with elegance, and how to make every outfit, every pose, every glance a story in itself, as if each photograph were carefully curated to highlight not only her exquisite body, but also her unshakable presence and magnetic energy. And while countless stars have come and gone, few have achieved the level of iconic status that